Welcome back to the Whisper Knows. This is the place where stories don't scream, they whisper. They wait until the world is quiet, until the lights are off, until you're alone with your thoughts. Tonight's question is simple, and once you hear it, you won't be able to unhear it.
What if it's true that someone lives inside the walls of your home? Not a ghost, not a memory, not a sound your mind invented at 3 a.m. A living person, breathing, listening, learning your routines right now.
At first, it's nothing. A soft tap behind the drywall, a faint scratch that stops the moment you focus on it. You blame the house, old pipes, temperature changes, a building settling into itself. That's what everyone says. Houses make noises, walls shift. Nothing to worry about. And that's exactly why it works, because whoever is inside the walls is counting on you to ignore it.
Ethan moved into the house alone. 2 floors, narrow hallways, built in the late 1960s. Too big for one person, people told him, but cheap and quiet. That's what sold him. Silence. The kind that wraps around you at night, thick and heavy, like the house is holding its breath. It happened at 2:17 a.m. Ethan woke up to the sound of movement, not footsteps, something slower, a dragging noise, as if someone was shifting their weight behind the bedroom wall. He sat up in bed, heart racing, listening. The sound stopped. Complete silence. Weeks passed. The sounds became familiar. Always at night. Always when the house was quiet. Never during the day. Ethan noticed something else too. The noises followed him. Bedroom, living room, bathroom.
One night, Ethan tested a theory. He turned off all the lights, sat perfectly still on the couch. He waited. 5 minutes. 10. Then he stood up suddenly and walked into the hallway. The sound followed.
It started subtly. A faint, sour odor in the hallway, like damp clothes left too long in the dark. The smell got stronger near the walls, especially the one behind the kitchen. He could hear breathing.
No, that's impossible. His mind raced for explanations. Pipes, vents, imagination.
The next morning, Ethan called a contractor, old friend, trusted. They cut a small hole. Inside was darkness and something else. Blankets, food wrappers, empty water bottles. Ethan stumbled back. Someone had been inside his walls, watching, listening, waiting. The police never found anyone, just the space and the message. I hear you when you sleep.
Ethan moved out that night. Hotel. Lights on. TV playing. His phone buzzed. Walls are thinner here. What most people don't understand is that houses remember. Not like people do. They don't recall faces or names. They remember habits, the rhythm of footsteps, the sound of breathing, the way someone turns the light off before bed. And when someone lives inside the walls long enough, the house stops being empty.
The Caldwell family moved in 6 months later. Mark, Lena, and their 8-year-old daughter, Sophie. They loved the house. "It feels warm," Lena said, "like it's already lived in." That should have been a warning.
"He lives in the walls," Sophie said casually at breakfast. Mark laughed. Kids imagine things. That's what they do. But Sophie didn't laugh. "He comes out when you sleep," she added, "and he doesn't like loud noises." That night, Mark heard knocking. Children notice things adults don't. Sophie learned the rules quickly. Don't shower too long. Don't sing at night. Don't turn the TV up past a whisper after midnight. If she followed the rules, the scratching stopped. If she didn't, the wall tapped back.
Mark decided to investigate. He measured the house, compared blueprints. Something didn't add up. There was missing space. Nearly 2 feet unaccounted for between the kitchen and the hallway, a place no one should fit.
Late one night, unable to sleep, Mark placed his phone against the wall and recorded audio. At first, static, then movement and voice.
Records revealed something strange. Every family that lived in the house left within a year. Some without explanation, some after reporting noises. One family disappeared entirely. No bodies, no suspects. The thing in the walls wasn't random. It studied. It learned schedules, weak points, fear. It knew when Mark left for work, when Lena fell asleep, and when Sophie was awake, listening.
It happened during a storm. Thunder masked the sound, rain covered the rest. Lena woke up to a presence, someone standing in the doorway. Too tall, too still. It stepped back before she screamed, into the wall.
The police found nothing, again, but a retired detective recognized the pattern. The walls were modified, he said, built by a man who believed walls were safer than people. The family tried to leave. The car wouldn't start, the doors jammed, and the walls started knocking everywhere at once. It didn't want to be alone again.
Sophie stood by the wall. "He says we can stay," she whispered. "He says he'll protect us." The knocking stopped. Silence. Waiting. The final police audio ends abruptly. Just breathing. Multiple sets. Slow, calm,
like a family asleep.
This has been The Whisper Knows. Some houses echo, some houses watch, and some are never really empty. Listen closely tonight, because the walls remember, and they are very good at keeping secrets. Good night. Subscribe if you dare to listen.